Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
810-454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. The Owl House Season 2 Follies at the Coven Day Parade. And what a mess of a story. There's like 1,000 plot lines. All this too much. Stop trying to shove so many different little storylines into one not very complicated story. And like always, the most interesting part is everything not to do with Luce. I don't know. Her storyline is weird because now we're in a position where she needs to go home to her mom because she's like 15 years old, but she wants to stay in the demon world. But why do you want to stay in demon world? Because your hookups there? There's nothing. I don't understand. It's she makes a pretty poor excuse for why she wants to stay because she wants to. That's it. A place where she can die at any moment. It's such a dangerous place, and doesn't really care what her mom thinks because it's just she feels bad. She only feels bad because your mom made her feel bad. That's it. She doesn't actually feel it's not a very good message. If Luce was older, if she was like, she graduated from high school, she's not going to college, she doesn't know what she wants to do with her life. Okay, she wants to go be an adult. You're still a child, a pretty young child too. And it's a pretty big step to be like, oh, I'm just going to go away from home and live in a world where there's things that can kill me at every turn. But besides that, her little mission she goes on is completely selfish. It's kind of crazy, and it only benefits in her mind, which makes it super weird because she's not getting anything out of this except for, oh, I proved that my way of thinking's right only to myself. She's kind of crazy, right? But let's just jump right in. Remember the last episode I reviewed? She's talking to her mom. Remember, she did like that reflection thing. She didn't actually go to the human world. She was able to like project herself there. And the mom was like, oh my goodness, what's happening? And all this stuff happens really quickly. And the mom's like, you need to come home. Luz promises her mom to come home, but only out of guilt, not because she actually wanted to do it. So Luce is making like a video for her mom to be like, oh, check this video out, mom. The demon world isn't so crazy. First of all, she's an old Latina woman. The word demon would drive her absolutely insane. like no, that's the thing. That's why like the monster world has a different connotation than demon, especially with she's probably Catholic. That's the predominant religion in Latin America and Latin countries. So saying demons and stuff, that's not going to work with your mom. But whatever, they don't even touch on anything like that. But Luce is like, oh, maybe we can find a middle ground. What's the middle ground, Luce? You stay where you want to stay, mom, you get over it. That's the middle ground. That's not a middle ground, Luce. that's like, let's make a deal. I get everything I want and you get nothing. Deal? But of course, everything she's showing isn't working out. Hootie's like cleaning his skin. I didn't know that was like a thing. So he's like scary looking. She bumps into Basha and she's gonna kill her. And the principal shows off their detention center. So all the things would make the mom be like, "Oh my god, this place is like hell." So none of that works out. Even though she tried to make the video, why even keep the video? Just delete it. Like none of that worked out. Let's try again. But we get Willow and Gus. Like, remember them? Remember when Gus had that episode where he kind of grew as a character, but then they undercutted it with freaking shipping? So they're out there and they're just talking about like the Emperor and everything, but Luce is not paying attention because she's thinking about this video. She's thinking about her girlfriend. She's thinking about all this stuff. Like, oh my goodness. Then we get shipping. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's inconsequential, stupid, cutesy nicknames, and I'm learning Spanish. Okay, that oh my goodness, you're one of those. So it's like sweet potato and all that kind of stuff. But here's the thing. Well, okay, so you're dating now, right? Or they're girlfriends now. They skipped the dating part. They went straight to just being in a relationship, which is so weird. But what do? Just hold hands? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. But she's thinking about her mom and everything, but she won't tell the truth to everyone. Oh no, everything's fine. It's great. It's wonderful. Don't worry about it. Oh look, there's Edie. Gotta go. So obviously she's hiding something. and she flies off with Ida. And I guess there's a parade that's going to happen that no one knew about. It's like that night, and there was no build up. They just figured it out that evening. There was no talk about it at school. There wasn't people getting ready for it. I hate that where like, oh, there's this thing. We learned about it. Oh my God, it's happening tonight. No. But I guess everything has to be encapsulated into one episode, right? So there's a stupid parade and she hates it because it's lame. We see Kikimora like in an alleyway having a crisis. And her crisis is, she, of course, because she's talking on a Raven phone thing because you got to have cell phones in this world. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. The mom's like, oh, you can't hear the mom, but we can understand from the side of the conversation. She's like, oh, of course I want to come home, Mom, but I have duties here. And then the mom's like making her choose. Oh, you need to come home or do this. She's like, oh, she's all worried. So we're humanizing the person who tried to murder Luce and Hunter in the previous episodes. Why we got to do that? Why is that necessary? Do we want to make Kiki more sympathetic? Like, I understand that they want a more complete character, but it's such from murderer to, oh no, my mommy may not like me anymore is weird, right? That's a little, the ends of that are too distant. But of course, she's all about her career. So Luce kind of feels bad for her. Like, oh no, my attempted murderer has mommy issues. Wait a second, I'm having mommy issues. Ridiculous. But I guess Ida hired a spectral investigator to like look up stuff, and of course, King is kind of being a freaking jerk here. He's like, guess what, Luce? Here's some gossip. Ida hired a private investigator to look up her ex. And then it's like, why would you say it like that? That's so rude. Because that's like a private matter, Relationships, that's not something for you to like, let me talk about this. But she looked up, she hired this person to look up stuff for Rain because Rain got captured. Remember when they were in the forest and they were fighting back? But they're like, hey, Rain still works for the Coven, but how does that make any sense? Wouldn't Rain be thrown in jail or something like that? But why would they, what the heck's going on? So this whole thing really gets Luce's wheels turning because she loves all that kind of like drama. Like, whoa, Ida's in love with the person who's working for the Coven. The Coven's bad, but why would that person do that? So it's like that whole Romeo and Juliet kind of thing. Of course, Luce loves that. And it's like, oh, it's just like in my stories. I always wanted there to be a storyline for when Luce got together with Amity where she tries to play it out like in a book or in a movie she saw, like it was like the romantic comedy that I saw, and realizing that real relationships aren't like entertainment relationships that you see in movies and stuff, and then she learns a lesson. It doesn't ever, that's not a thing, right? I'm not caught up with all the episodes, but I think that would actually make a good episode. But so they're going to come together and come up with like a plan to see Rain, to help out, and to help out Kikimora all at the same time. And she's doing this for her own benefit. And that benefit is, oh, if I can, of course she's hiding this. She's not telling Ida the whole plan, but she wants to help Kikimora see her mom. And that will prove that if Kikimora can have her career and see her mom, that it's okay for me to live in the demon world and not go back home. I don't understand. Someone in the comments below explain to me how helping Kikimora justifies or legitimizes her not going home. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense. So if she does that and she wants to help Ida talk to Rain, which is good. That's actually a good thing to do, but it's selfishly reasons she wants to do it, which is lame. And just like kind of talking to Kikimora, hey, we're going to help you out. she listens. What is this? Is Ida an enemy of the state or not? I know she got like punished and they took her magic away. So they see her as not a threat, but why not just get rid of her? You know what I'm saying? Why not just be done with her? So they just allow her to walk the streets, just arrest her. Who cares? as we see later on in the episode, there was like the whole the whole thing with like the emperor and the gladiators, where the gladiator's fighting his way up the ranks, and he's so popular with the people he can't punish the gladiator that he hates. Ooh, the people love him, so I don't want to lose favor with the people. But as we see here, that the people love the emperor, so I don't understand. I keep saying I don't understand because none of it makes any sense. So they I do like the fact that they have their like, okay, here's the plan, and then King buys like these fireworks off of Amity's brother, and he's like in the alleyway. Hey, you want the good fireworks, right? The illegal ones. So they're going to make a float in the parade, cause a big ruckus, and then during the ruckus, they're going to kidnap Rain and Kikimora. But Kikimora's not really being kidnapped. She's just being sent, letting her go visit her mom. But during that whole time, they would think, oh, she was just kidnapped and she broke free and she escaped. So it'd make her look like she was, it wasn't her fault that she wasn't there at the parade. Does her mom live nearby? I don't know. It's so stupid. So that's the plan. It's not the worst plan in the world, but it is, it's pretty stupid. Amity found Luce's little phone, and she sees it, but she feels bad because she doesn't want to invade the privacy of Luce, her girlfriend, which is good. It's a good way to do, but she wants to, though. She wants to know because she knows something's wrong, and Luce is being all tight-lipped about it. So she doesn't know what to do. She goes to Willow's house, and we see Willow's like working out. Hooray! She's trying to get a healthier body, which is always good. She opens the door, and it's like, I need to talk to you, Willow. So she comes in and starts talking. They used to be friends. And early in the season, we saw they were like bestest good friends when they were little. And then they're like, okay, so what's going on? And she's like, then she goes through all her problems. With Luce, I know she's hiding something, that she's not being truthful with me about going to the human world. And I found her little phone device, and there's a video on here. I could watch it, but I don't want to invade her privacy. Like, what should I do? Would you do it? And I was like, I don't know, maybe not. And this is the best scene in the whole entire episode because it's kind and it's sweet and it makes your heart feel good. And it's not overtly stupid. But she's like, you know what? There's one thing you have to do for me. And it feels like, oh no, what is she going to like make Amity feel bad? Or like, she's like, oh, do you still know how to braid hair? And she sits down and she's like, combing out her hair. And she's like, oh, it's been a long while since I've done this. But she's like, it feels nice to be able to be like this again. Like we used to hang out in your room and just be friends and do like friend stuff. Awesome. I love that scene. It's sweet. It's kind that Amity went into a friend to get advice, a close friend, someone she trusts, and how they kind of had a broken relationship, but now that's being mended a little bit, and it's starting to feel familiar again. I like that. That's a good scene. I love it. But okay, now we have Kikimora walking around, and she's worried about the plan. Then starts talking to Rain, and she's like, "Hey, Rain, you seem to be like way more calm now." And why wouldn't it be calm? And this is where we get Terra. And she, Terra basically means Earth. And, she's a plant lady. Was she named Terra before, when she was born, hoping she would have some magic to do with the plants and stuff? Or was that, it's like in My Little Pony, where they would name the pony and somehow their cutie mark and thing would be related to their name? Like, how did they know before it happened? But I guess she's making some mind control tea. Why couldn't there be more buildup? More like, wow, Rain is acting strange. Why is Rain still working with the Coven after everything went down? We saw that Rain got, not poisoned, like he was being infected. He, they, them. Sorry, grammar. And we something went down. Oh, Rain's being poisoned with this magical tea that makes him forget, makes him docile, makes Rain not remember what happened. Why couldn't that be drawn out just a little bit longer so we as an audience are more worried for Rain, but Rain doesn't seem to be in distress, but something has to be happening, right? They explain everything right here and there. Dang it, why do they do that? They never drag anything out. Let the suspense build. So this lady is super smart. She's up there in the Coven, and Kikimora wants to climb up the Coven too, but she's like being watched by her now. Like, oh, what are you even doing here? Oh yeah, the Emperor wants me to keep an eye on everything because you kind of been failing missions. What's Kikimora's specialty? Because everyone else seems to have like a focused specialty. What's Kiki Moore's the beast stuff? But really, she was shooting like fireballs and stuff. I don't know. The parade starts. That was all planned in one day, and because that's how parades are planned, it's just in a single day. Then we see the people love the Emperor, like they're insanely in love with him. I thought they hated him for, maybe the Coven, when they were going to punish Ida last season. And they're like, yeah, the Emperor sucks mega butt. But now they love him. So why not just capture Ida? Again, I don't know. None of it makes any sense. And Kiki Moore is like on the float and Rain's playing his violin and they're getting ready for the plan. I do like the way Ida looks right here. So cool. She looks amazing in everything. And then when she's like, kind of like in spy mode, like ninja mode, she looks great. I love Ida. She's the best part of the whole entire show. I like King's parade float because it's basically just Hootie. He's like the float, but he has like an emperor like costume on. It's so stupid, but it's funny stupid. It's something Hootie would do. So they're gonna do the mission, and while this is a funny gag, it doesn't make sense with the story so far. Ida's like, okay, let's go. Boom, she jumps off the rooftop, and then Luce is like having trouble getting off the roof because she's just a little girl that shouldn't know how to do these things. But we've seen in previous episodes, she's jumping from rooftops and doing all kinds of ninja stuff. Okay, funny gag, but it doesn't make sense with how the character has become. Okay, time to start the thing. It does a little wing, shoots the giant fireworks, and there was like they're making fun of Bellows, Boolos. Then Kiki Moore's like, hey, get those people, so all the guards are gonna be focused on the flow. Then they jump down there and make some mist, which is like one of her little tricks with the fire and ice magic. Oh no, what's happening? And she's like picks Kiki Moore up. Kiki Moore weighs 30 pounds? It's almost, she becomes a baby at this point because she literally like carries around like a baby. Takes off with Kiki Moore, and it's like really, she's being like overly dramatically stupid. Don't even say anything. They capture Rain, they capture Kiki Moore, they run off. And like, okay, mission accomplished. And Hootie like jumps off the float and starts running around as Bellows and like, oh, I'm Bellows, and being silly and dumb. It's funny. But here we get the best part of what the storyline should have been about. The Kiki Moore angle should have been not in the story because it doesn't make sense and it's stupid. This makes sense because they want to save Rain, but why would Rain still be working with the Coven she's like, oh, thank goodness, Rain, you're safe. And then Rain's like, what the heck, Ida? I haven't seen you like in 10 years. What are you doing? Rain, what are you talking about? We just ran a mission. What mission? What are you even saying? You're making up these little fantasies. How about you just leave me alone? We broke up and it was hard for me and I don't want this anymore. I don't want to see you. It's just too much. And I work for the Coven. You're going to ruin this for me. But Ida's like, what the hell are you talking about? We just went on a mission. We were fighting the Coven. You were going to break out. Oh, for the more of your little fantasies, and I'm giving you a chance to walk away. And if you don't walk away, I'm forced to have to fight you. But Ida's like, no, I guess you're gonna have to fight me then. Super cool. I love that because Ida still loves him, loves Rain, wants him to be safe, but she still doesn't understand what the heck is going on. So there must be some type of mind control. Ida's not an idiot. I'm sure she has a knowledge of these kinds of potions that can mess with people's minds and stuff. But at the immediate moment, she's gonna have to fight Rain. Get to the Dum Dum storyline, which is carrying Kiki Moore around like a baby. Tara shows up, and Tara knows something's up with this whole situation because Kiki Moore has been acting very suspicious. And then I guess she not 100% aware that that she can turn invisible with her little invisible thingy, but she knows she's around. Oh, we have to find Kiki Moore. Too bad. She was going to get that promotion tonight. So that kind of gets Kiki Moore like, oh, I want a promotion. I didn't believe that she was going to fall for this, but she totally falls for it. Ridiculous. Like, Kiki Moore, are you an absolute idiot? Tara's going for the murder shot. She's going to straight up kill Luce. But Amity has been kind of tailing them the whole time and calls out her, the abomination, a little muck monster, and stops it. So like, oh, they're trying to get away. I hate technology. I hate human things in a fantasy world that shouldn't have human things. So she makes an abomination skateboard. One, why would there be skateboards and it's like an old school skateboard from like the 70s. Oh, so the inventor of skateboards in the 70s, it was like a 2x4 that he put wheels on, and then slowly, because he wanted to surf like in the without being able to having to go to the water. So they would skate in empty pools. So he kind of invented a way to do that. And then that's how the birth of the skateboard. So that happened too in the demon realm. There was a person who wanted to surf. And like, you know what I'm saying? Did it happen the same way? It's stupid. Skateboards shouldn't effing exist in this world. That's the first problem. Second problem. These roads are like old cobblestone roads and like oldie time roads. A skateboard would be the worst form of freaking transportation. You'd be bumped. Third problem, 3 people on a skateboard? Tell me, you've seen this before. Seeing 2 people, 1 person, 2 teenage girls, and someone holding what would be the equivalent of a baby, all on a skateboard on a bumpy ass road. I hate it. It is so stupid. Anyways, that's what they do. They all jump on the skateboard and it just works. Oh my God, I hate it. Get to the interesting part. The Rain's shooting stuff at Ida, but he's not trying to hit her. He's trying to like, this is serious, Ida. Let me go. Get out of the way. And if you don't, I'm going to actually really start hurting you. And Ida has no magic. She just has her physical ability to dodge and stuff. And she has her staff. I guess she can kabunk him with it, but she's like, no. Like, look at that determination in her face. She's like, I'm going to stay here. And if fighting you is the only way to get you to listen, I'm going to fight you. So they're having their little battle. But I like how Ida is not giving up on the person she cares about. And that matters. And that's important, that you don't just run away. And when someone's going through something, you don't just leave them. But there she is. She's trying to talk to him, trying to break him out of this. She's like, come on, remember. But he's starting to get like, oh, you stay away from me, like, you know, because he doesn't understand what's going on. Rain doesn't get it because Rain's starting to get these emotions and these feelings, but that potion he's been taking has been messing with their minds, and so he's just trying to break away from all this. And then he just, you know, kind of like, this is it. I don't want to hurt you. Just walk away. Just let this be the end of this. But of course, she's still not giving up because I can't let Rain go back, because whatever's happening to Rain, it's got to be bad. And if they go back to the Coven, it's only going to get worse, right? Get to Student Dum Dum's plan. So they rode a skateboard on a rickety dock because that's something you can do. That big hand dragon thing's there, and Luce is crazy. Here you go, Kikimora, go see your mom. And then you see your mom, then you get back, then everything's perfect. Then it worked. Everything's wonderful. Like, she's gone crazy, and it's all to pat her own ego, because if this works, that means me staying here and screwing my mom over is good. Again, explain to me in the comments how this does anything besides make Luce look like a crazy person. They get there, and she's about to take off, and she's like, I can't believe you really helped me, human. But then she's like, ha ha ha, you should never have trusted me because I want to get that promotion. Then they start fighting Kikimora, and she has the dragon and everything. She completely betrayed them. I like the combinations of magic, but how do you know it's going to work? Like that wouldn't be great if they would show them practicing. You know, like, oh, ways to combine magic. That's the only thing I like about this whole glyph magic thing, is how they can combine them with the other magics and make like cool stuff happen. So they put a glyph on her little abomination fist, so like it's like an ice punch thing. Super cool. I kind of like that. So it's really cool. It's a way to like deliver the spell, to like shoot it out. I like that. It's a cool little thing. But Kikimora is like, you fools, you should have never trusted me. But then Terra comes along and like stops her. But it's kind of like a, screw you, I'm capturing you. I knew you were fighting against me this whole time, and I tricked you, but you really are going to get this promotion. And they don't want to kill them because, we can't kill 2 little girls. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can, right? Does anyone care? Though the human Luce, yeah, she's like in the town and people know her. Why doesn't Emperor just lie, saying, she was like, crimes against the Emperor and we captured her? Just There's stupid reasons why the villains don't kill the heroes. It's in every cartoon, but this show kind of just says, F it, let's worry about the two little girls being in a relationship. Kikimora, fully blown, says, screw, go seeing my mom can go to hell. I just want what I want. And then Lucy's like, that's a good idea. Yeah, screw your mom. It's funny because don't they do the same thing? Kikimora wants promotion, screw my family, they can go to hell. And Luce, I want my girlfriend to stay in the demon world, my mom can go to hell, right? Is that the conclusion? Is that what we're supposed to learn from the storyline? So they're like, here, little girls can just go running along. And they just leave them. Okay, why not capture them? Why not kill them? Who cares? The world will keep turning if two little girls disappear. And I don't even think Amity's parents would care. If the emperor said, yeah, your daughter's been doing this bad stuff and we got rid of her, I'm pretty sure the mom would be a little upset and the dad wouldn't even care. We have Luce and Amity, the shipping. Let's get to the shipping, right? Screw all that storyline stuff. Let's get to the little girls being together. She goes, hey, Luce, I found your phone. This video, I know something's up. If you don't want to show me, you don't have to, but we need to talk. Then she kind of spills the beans about everything her mom said and how she feels bad about going home and stuff. But this is the point where Amity's like, don't stay. This is what I would do. If I was Amity, I'd be like, keeping a 14-year-old girl away from her mom because she wants to like sit around and play grab ass with me. You need to go home to your mom because we're both still very young. Literally our first relationship. And it's like little kid puppy love relationship. You need to be home with your mom. And first of all, you're human and this isn't your world. Your mom misses you. She knows you're in danger. You need to go home. Nope. It's just like, oh, that's just none of that. None of that kind of conversation happens. Oh, whatever it does, I'll still love you, my little sweet potato. My little papas. King and Hootie get away. They get back up, it's Rain and all them up on the stage and they do like, oh, here's your message from your emperor. And the emperor's like super sympathetic. Oh, when we did the Convergence Day and then we're going to bring, what was the thing that Anakin said? I'll bring peace to my new empire. It's so very similar, right? But he plays a sympathetic card. I've hidden my face from all of you because I've had, I was afraid, but I know you guys have all accepted me. So he takes his mask off and we see his old man face. He has a scar because of like the dark magic or whatever, the wild magic. And he's like, thank you all for supporting me. And everyone loves the emperor. Well, not even a month ago, they all hated the emperor. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, we're going to do this together because of the power of lesbians. And yeah, the end of the episode. An absolute mess. It should have been just about saving Rain and trying to figure out what's going down with Rain and just not having the Kikimora angle. But they needed something for Luce to do and be crazy about. I don't know. I would have done something different. It should have been showing how the relationship where Ida and Rain is an adult relationship with two adults that could actually do something with the relationship and how Amity and a Luce relationship is a little kid relationship that's not going to go anywhere. In reality, it would go nowhere. You don't marry or be with the very first person you've ever had feelings for. That just doesn't happen, right? Like that's insane to think that, oh, this is going to perfectly work out and they're going to have magical babies somehow. And let's be real about this. But of course it's Disney and it's lesbian. So of course it's going to be the perfect relationship. Too many little threads going different directions. It should have been a more focused storyline. I don't know. I don't like this Terra character, too one-dimensional. Kikimora, I do like the fact that it's funny. I like the fact that she chose to do the villain thing, but I don't like the fact that they even attempted to give her like mommy issues. Like, really? Does everyone have issues with their damn parents? My goodness. But yeah, that's I'm behind a whole bunch. But like this episode, I did a mini review, and then it took me this long to do this review because it's just I had no motivation to get to it. It was such a sloppy story. But yep, maybe do an Amphibia next review. I don't know. We'll see what we do. But thanks for watching, guys. Comments below. What in the hell was Luce trying to prove? That's what I honestly want to know. It makes no sense. She's just trying to prove something to herself. No one else would have known that's why she was doing it. It's so weird. But thanks for watching, guys. Love all the comments. Share the videos around. Helps with the algorithm, all that good stuff. See you on the next one.
It's meaningless! Stealing is legal now! I am your god!
That's in here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, you can contact us on any of the social media platforms in the description down below. And while you're here, be sure to click on one of the videos over on the right.